This woman I married, the love of my life, Catherine Ross. Sam Elliott has been with Catherine Ross since 1978, and their bond has only grown stronger over the decades. With his iconic voice, trademark mustache, and undeniable screen presence, Sam Elliott became the embodiment of Western grit and quiet strength. Generations watched him ride through dusty plains and deliver hard truths in that calm, powerful tone. But behind the cowboy image, Sam's journey has been anything but simple. He's weathered public criticism, false death rumors, and more recently, shared something deeply personal. Not with a co-star or a Hollywood exec, but with his fans. What he revealed brought many to tears. Let's step into Sam Elliott's world, his personal life, struggles, victories, and the heartfelt message he shared. Born on August 9, 1944, in Sacramento, California, Sam grew up in a family grounded in discipline and physical grit. His mother, Glenda, was once a state diving champion before becoming a teacher and fitness instructor. His father, Henry Nelson Elliott, worked as a predator control specialist. Both parents hailed from El Paso, Texas, and one of Sam's ancestors even served as a surgeon during the Battle of San Jacinto. At 13, Sam's family relocated to Portland, Oregon, where he graduated from David Douglas High School in 1962. Sam briefly attended the University of Oregon, studying English and psychology, but left after 2 terms. He later enrolled in Clark College in Vancouver, Washington, where things took a turn. Playing Big Jewel in Guys and Dolls, his performance was so powerful that a local paper claimed he should become a professional actor. After finishing his program, he returned to the University of Oregon. But life had other plans. His father passed away from a heart attack, and Sam dropped out of college for good. He was only 18. That loss hit hard. Years later, Sam admitted, "My dad died thinking I was a total idiot for wanting to be an actor. It was painful, but it pushed me forward." Despite his father's doubts, telling him he had a snowball's chance in hell of making it in Hollywood, Sam refused to give up. He worked hard, literally, doing construction to survive. One day, while helping a friend pour cement, fate stepped in. That friend was an assistant director and invited Sam to a film set. That was his first real glimpse of the movie business. "My big break." Pouring cement, Sam joked. Shortly after, he landed a tiny role in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, 1969. Just one line, off camera, but to Sam, it meant everything. He was finally on set, even getting to watch Robert Redford in action. Through the early 1970s, Sam landed more TV roles, Judd for the Defense *, Gunsmoke, Lancer, and Mission Impossible. He wasn't the lead, but he was climbing. In 1972, he starred in Falstaff beer commercials as the stoic cowboy walker, a role that perfectly fit his rugged look and calm presence. His big acting breakthrough came in 1975 when he played Charles Wood in I Will Fight No More Forever, a moving drama about Chief Joseph and the Nez Perce tribe. It was the first time audiences saw his emotional range. Then came Lifeguard, 1976, where Sam played a man questioning his life choices. Though the film received mixed reviews, critics took note of Sam's screen presence. Not every role was a hit. In 1974, he played a character named Evel Knievel in a wild TV pilot involving motorcycle stunts and a female competitor. CBS passed on the series. Years later, someone told Sam the pilot was on YouTube. His response? F me. But Sam never ran from his past. We've all got stinkers. If we're lucky, we survive. That humility is part of what makes Sam Elliott so beloved. He owns his failures, laughs about them, and keeps moving forward. By the late 1970s and early 80s, Sam gained traction as a character actor. In 1977's miniseries Aspen, he played Tom Keating. In Murder in Texas, 1981, he acted alongside Farrah Fawcett and future wife Catherine Ross. In 1985, he starred in A Death in California with Cheryl Ladd. Sam and Tom Selleck teamed up in The Sacketts, 1979, and The Shadow Riders, 1982, two beloved westerns based on Louis L'Amour novels. These roles were tailor-made for Sam's look and presence. In Mask, 1985, he starred opposite Cher, and in Prancer, 1989, he portrayed a tough but loving father figure, showing a gentler side. He also made numerous TV guest appearances, *Felony Squad*, Gunsmoke, Hawaii Five-0, and more. One of his standout TV roles came in 1995's Buffalo Girls, where he played Wild Bill Hickok. In 1986, he played Sam Houston in Gone to Texas, a powerful portrayal of the Texan leader's political and personal journey. Then came Roadhouse, 1989, where Sam played Wade Garrett, the grizzled mentor to Patrick Swayze's character. It was another rough-edged but lovable role. In 1991, Sam and Catherine Ross shared the screen in Conagar, another Louis L'Amour adaptation. Fans were thrilled to see the real-life couple's chemistry on screen. But the early 90s held even more iconic roles for Sam. In 1993, he portrayed Brigadier General John Buford in Gettysburg, delivering a quiet, strategic performance. That same year, he took on the role of Virgil Earp in Tombstone, a film that cemented his place as a Western legend. Sam Elliott's journey from small roles and cement work to iconic film characters has been one of resilience, humility, and quiet determination. His story is a testament to the power of believing in yourself, even when the world, and sometimes your own family, doesn't. Through every hardship and triumph, Sam stayed true to who he was, and in doing so, became a legend not just of the screen, but of the heart. Sam Elliott's steady performance always stood out, even among Hollywood heavyweights like Kurt Russell and Val Kilmer. But it was his role in The Big Lebowski, 1998, that made a lasting impression. Although he had limited screen time, his portrayal of The Stranger, a cowboy-like narrator with a calm demeanor and deep, iconic voice, became unforgettable. Elliott continued picking impactful roles. In 2002, he played Sergeant Major Basil Plumley in We Were Soldiers, a tough, no-nonsense soldier. Then in 2003, he portrayed General Thaddeus Ross in the superhero film Hulk. Despite not often being the lead, Elliott's characters stuck with audiences because he brought wisdom, strength, and genuine emotion to every role. He had a presence that made you want to listen and remember. That's what made him special. His career took a turn in 2005 when he played a former cowboy model in Thank You for Smoking. The twist: his character had lung cancer after years of promoting cigarettes, a serious role that carried a powerful message, and one that only Elliott could deliver with authenticity. In 2006, he lent his distinctive voice to Ben the Cow in the animated film Barnyard, making even a cartoon cow sound wise and strong. The following year, he dove into the world of comic books with Ghost Rider, playing Carter Slade. That same year, he portrayed Lee Scoresby, a courageous explorer in The Golden Compass, alongside a star-studded cast including Nicole Kidman, Christopher Lee, and Daniel Craig. Elliott continued to shine in smaller roles. In Up in the Air, he had a brief but memorable role as the head pilot of American Airlines. He delighted fans of the comedy series Parks and Recreation with his guest appearances as Ron Dunn, a peaceful, nature-loving version of Ron Swanson, brief appearances, yet impactful as always. His voice talents appeared again in Marmaduke, 2010, and he played a football coach in Draft Day, 2014. In 2015, he returned in a big way, starring opposite Lily Tomlin in Grandma and taking the lead in the romantic drama I'll See You in My Dreams. He also featured in Digging for Fire and earned the Critics' Choice Television Award for Best Guest Performer in a Drama Series for his role in Justified. This resurgence marked a new wave of respect, recognition, and success. Elliott joined the Netflix series The Ranch, acting alongside Ashton Kutcher and Danny Masterson. The show brought him into the homes of younger audiences and reminded everyone of his enduring talent. He also appeared in Grace and Frankie and voiced Butch in Pixar's The Good Dinosaur. But it was The Hero, 2017, that truly reintroduced Sam Elliott to a new generation. He played an aging Western movie star whose best years were behind him, a role that felt deeply personal. Critics praised his performance. With award circuit writing, Elliott is perfect here. The Hero encapsulates everything you love about him in one package. Later in 2017, Elliott starred in The Man Who Killed Hitler and Then the Bigfoot, a film as wild as its title, yet he brought his usual seriousness and strength to the role. Then came one of the most significant roles of his career: Bobby Maine, the older brother of Bradley Cooper's character in A Star is Born. Elliott's performance was emotionally powerful and earned him the National Board of Review Award for Best Supporting Actor, as well as nominations for a Screen Actors Guild Award and an Academy Award. Reflecting on his first Oscar nomination, he said, "I think the thing off the top of my head might be, it's about effing time." Fans wholeheartedly agreed. After decades of stellar work, he had finally received the recognition he deserved. In 2022, Elliott starred in 1883, the prequel to Yellowstone, portraying Shay Brennan, a strong, complex man leading settlers across the unforgiving American frontier. The show was a hit, and Elliott won the Screen Actors Guild Award for Outstanding Performance by a Male Actor in a Miniseries. Even after so many decades in Hollywood, Sam Elliott continued to make a powerful impact. But behind the calm exterior and legendary voice was a man who had faced difficult moments, many of which the public never saw. Back in the 1980s, Sam Elliott opened up about something few male actors dared to speak about: his experience with the casting couch. In a 1980 interview with the Dayton Daily News, he said, "You cannot believe the casting couch stories I could tell you. The cliches are all true." He revealed that he had been approached by both men and women in the industry and turned them all down. "It's probably hurt me," he admitted, "but I'm the one who has to live with that guilt. My conscience is clear, even though my career is still not setting the world on fire." These words revealed a great deal about Elliott's integrity. He stayed true to his values, no matter the cost. Years later, when the #MeToo movement began, Elliott voiced his support in an interview with Variety, calling it the best thing that's happened to Hollywood in a long time. He acknowledged that in Hollywood, people often did what they had to in order to survive, but what truly broke his heart were the innocent dreamers who arrived full of hope, only to be exploited by the system. Elliott's honesty and strength have always set him apart. In an industry that constantly changes, he remained grounded and real. While many actors adapted to the fast-paced world of fame and technology, Sam Elliott took a different path. He chose to stay away from social media entirely. No Twitter, no Instagram, not even email. In an interview with AARP magazine, he explained, "Everywhere you look, people are looking at their hands. In restaurants, it's like you're sitting in a patch of jack-o'-lanterns because everyone's face is lit up by their phone. Nobody's relating to each other." That's why he prefers real, face-to-face connections over screen time. And it hasn't hurt his fame at all. People still recognize him, but often, it's not his face they notice first. "My voice gets recognized before anything else," he said. He knew from a young age that his voice was special, starting as a tenor in church choirs, then shifting to baritone, and finally, developing that signature deep bass. "I knew then that my voice would be my instrument. And when he wants to go unnoticed. Now if I want to hide, I just keep my mouth shut," he joked. Beyond his voice, fans also admire Elliott's enduring love story. His relationship with his wife, actress Catherine Ross, has stood the test of time. Their story began with a silent glance. In 1969, Elliott had a small background role in a film where Ross was the leading lady. He saw her on set but didn't dare speak to her. "She was the leading lady. I was a glorified extra," he later recalled. Almost a decade passed before fate brought them together again, this time as co-stars. The 1978 film The Legacy was a turning point, not just professionally for the actors, but personally for Sam Elliott and Catherine Ross. It was during this project that they finally spoke and got to know each other. However, their relationship wasn't simple at the time. Ross was still married to her fourth husband, and it wasn't until their divorce in 1979 that she could pursue something more serious with Elliott. 5 years later, in 1984, they married. From the very beginning, their bond was strong. In fact, Elliott nearly turned down his role in Mask because he and Ross were on their honeymoon when the offer came in. Through the years, their marriage has stood the test of time, something rare in Hollywood. Elliott once shared the secret to their long-lasting relationship: "We have a common sensibility, but we also work at being together. You work past the stuff, you don't walk away from it. That's how relationships last." Their story is proof that real love takes work. It's not just about the good times, it's about standing by each other through everything. Despite a solid marriage, a long career, and one of the most recognizable voices in Hollywood, Sam Elliott has always remained grounded. Fame and money were never his goals. It was always about the work, the craft, the story. With over 5 decades in the industry, Elliott has built a respected name. He's acted in countless films and shows, earned awards, and according to Celebrity Net Worth, he's worth around $20 million. But for Sam, it was never about the money. In an interview with The Guardian, he made it clear, "I've never done a job for money." For him, it's always been about the emotion in the script, the depth of the role, and the meaning of the story. That mindset has led him into smaller, lesser-seen films, but he has no regrets. He's proud of the choices he's made. He also doesn't spend much time thinking about his legacy. What matters to him is the present, how he feels, who he's working with, and whether he's enjoying the process. And if you can't enjoy that, he said, then you're going about it wrong. In words that sum up his life philosophy, Elliott added, "Sometimes you eat the process, sometimes the process eats you." These words reflect who Sam Elliott truly is, a man who values honesty, hard work, and staying true to himself. He avoids social media, laughs at mustache memes, and turns down roles that don't feel right. He's always followed his instincts, and that's what keeps fans coming back, not just for the cowboy hats or the deep voice, but for the authenticity behind them. But even a legendary career comes with its stumbles. Despite his iconic voice and image, Sam Elliott once feared he'd ruined his chances in Hollywood before they even began. In a 2017 interview with Business Insider while promoting The Hero, he admitted, "I thought ed myself out of a career." The Hero was a major moment for Sam. It was his first leading role after decades of playing supporting characters. He portrayed Lee Hayden, an aging Western actor grappling with the passage of time and the pressures of the industry. The film struck a personal chord. Director Brett Haley, who had previously worked with Elliott on I'll See You in My Dreams, wrote The Hero with Sam specifically in mind. "Every actor's dream is somebody writes something specifically for them," Elliott said. "I've had people write parts for me over the years, but I've never had anybody give me a script that I was on every page. That was written with me in mind." Despite his long career, the film gave him a fresh sense of visibility and appreciation. But no journey is without controversy. In 2022, Sam Elliott faced backlash for comments he made about the Oscar-winning film The Power of the Dog on Marc Maron's WTF podcast. He criticized the film's portrayal of cowboys and made remarks that were seen as insensitive to its themes of sexuality and director Jane Campion's background. His comments sparked outrage. Campion called his views misogynistic, xenophobic, and homophobic, stating, "He's not a cowboy, he's an actor." Actor Benedict Cumberbatch, without naming Elliott, also addressed the harmful assumptions about masculinity and identity in his response. Realizing the impact of his words, Elliott later issued a public apology during a Deadline event. "I wasn't very articulate about it," he admitted. "I said some things that hurt people, and I feel terrible about that." He continued, "The gay community has been incredible to me my entire career, friends on every level and every job. I'm sorry I hurt any of those friends and anyone else by the words I used." He also apologized to the film's cast, particularly Cumberbatch. While the apology came late, it was sincere, an acknowledgement that even seasoned actors can make mistakes and learn from them. Then, as if controversy weren't enough, a false rumor about Elliott's death went viral in August 2023. Social media exploded with claims that he had passed away, accompanied by YouTube videos titled "Sam Elliott Tribute" and 10 minutes ago, Sam Elliott, his last goodbye on his deathbed. Thumbnails showed his birth year, 1944, next to 2023, fueling confusion. The videos spread across YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, with some fans mourning while others questioned the news. Reputable outlets stayed silent because the story was false. The rumors originated from unreliable YouTube channels like Ripples in Time and Celeb Breaking News, which had previously posted fake death videos about other celebrities such as Mike Tyson. Even sites like Sportskeeda and The Sun picked up the story without verifying its truth, using statements clearly recycled from other celebrity death hoaxes. One commonly used line, "He joins the long list of celebrities who have been victimized by this hoax," had been copy-pasted from past hoaxes. Media Mass, known for fake celebrity news, was also involved. This wasn't even the first time Sam had been targeted. A similar rumor circulated in 2019. But Sam Elliott is very much alive. In fact, he's not just alive, he's still working. He's set to return in Landman Season 2 on Paramount+, a series created by Yellowstone mastermind Taylor Sheridan. Elliott previously worked with Sheridan on Star 1883 Star, where he portrayed Shay Brennan, a weathered cowboy guiding settlers across the plains. In Landman, he joins a cast led by Billy Bob Thornton and will be a series regular. The show, set in Texas, explores the complex world of oil and gas, focusing on professionals called landmen who negotiate directly with landowners, manage leases, and deal with billion-dollar corporations. Thornton plays Tommy Norris, a character written specifically for him. While Elliott's exact role hasn't been revealed yet, fans are excited to see his return. His history with Sheridan, combined with his trademark depth and sincerity, makes him an ideal fit for the gritty realism of Landman. Despite all the ups and downs, the career uncertainties, the public apology, the death hoaxes, Sam Elliott is still standing tall. He's still doing what he loves, on his own terms. What do you think about Sam Elliott's choice to always speak his mind, even when it stirs controversy? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more incredible stories from Hollywood's fascinating history. See you next time.